Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dami. I'm a student living and studying in the Philippines. In this video, I have a very special guest with me, and he's going to be sharing his experience with living in the Philippines for a very long time now. So I'll let him introduce himself to you guys. So, sir.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Yes, our YouTube channel.
Hello, I am Ngozi by name and Ngozi Blessing. I'm a pastor, I'm a minister of the gospel. I have a church here in the Philippines and different branches
Yes.
here also. So to God be the glory. I also schooled here. I studied here also in the Philippines, Dagupan city to be precise. And my um, final academic, our last academic work is there in Manila.
Manila. So from the information I gathered, you were the first African or Nigerian that graduates from the same college that I'm attending now, which is LMU. So can you share your experience?
Okay, I cannot really say that I am the first Nigerian who studied in LNU because I got the information from one Nigerian also whose elder brother, schooled in the same lyceum around 80s. So that young man lived in Hong Kong, a Nigerian, a doctor also. So I can say that I'm not the first person. And the time I came here was 2009.
Wow, that's a long
Yes,
time.
2009. So since that time, though I've been out of the country and in also. So that's just it.
How was it like being the only black person in College of Nursing?
Okay. Actually, when I came, there was no black person, no Nigerian, no, all are Filipinos. So it was really a hard time for me. I should be sincere. It was really a hard time, but what will I do? A time came also, I wanted to go back. Seriously, there was a time I just decided, it's like I need to go back because I wasn't coping. The coping mechanism was difficult, and also the food. I ate biscuits. I ate biscuits, but thank God for my landlady. She is a good person. She helped me. She cooks for me also, and they give me food. And gradually, I started blending until after some months, like about 6 months or thereabout, I saw one Nigerian, and he became my brother, my sister, my friend, and everything. So sometimes he will, when he visits me, I will. When I want to see him off, I will reach his house. He will also take me back to my house. So his name is Udi Ojonoma. I still remember that.
So in 2009, how famous was Philippines in our country, and how did you get to know about studying in the Philippines for yourself?
Okay, around 2009, Philippines is not that famous. Even when I went for the visa, there was no
Nobody there.
interview like that. It's just, okay, you are going to study. Do you have anybody there? I said no. They said, so how did you know about Philippines? I said I just applied. I made application through somebody who helped me, and from there I got the admission. And they said, what about where you are going to stay? I said, I am going to meet the person. I have address and the Filipina for that matter. So they will help me and guide me. They said, okay, that's just that. And that day for the interview, there were not many people. We are not more than 6 people there that day in the whole place.
How did your parents react to you going to a country that is not very familiar? Because I know, like in Nigeria, everybody know about the UK, the US back then, and you trying to go to Asian country. How did they react to you going?
Number one, I became a parent of myself earlier. So, so because when I was to finish my secondary school, I stayed alone in a river state. So from then, I have been man alone. So I tried to apply also in UK, but they ate my money. Yeah, I tried Switzerland. They ate my money again, and gave that time. I think they gave me fake visa. Thank God I didn't use it. And there is another one. Then I went to Dubai. It's only Dubai I traveled, but what I saw there, then I am already born again that time now. So in Dubai, what I saw I couldn't comprehend. I couldn't stay because there were drugs, this and the people I met. They were encouraging me to do this and do that, and they were living fine. But I have to decide to go back home. Because of my faith is more important
Important.
than getting that money. So I went home. It was like, so why did you waste all the whole thing? But thank God the Lord touched somebody that is very close to me also, a brother in the church. He added money for me, and I was able to get my ticket.
Teaching standard at the time. Do they use English or Tagalog?
Seriously, they weren't really using English. I observe Taglish. Sometimes they manage, depends on the instructor. If it's the instructor that can speak fluent English or is fluent in English, it's okay. But in a way, they try to manage Taglish because they will tell you also, even some of their Kababayan, they don't know how,
To
they,
speak.
they don't know more about English. So in order to prepare them properly for board exam, they will blend both English and Tagalog. I have also experienced those that cannot really speak much in English. So it became hard for me that I began to develop interest to learn the language. So because I started from first year to final year, I didn't jump in the middle. So and I didn't credit some
To
subjects
get back home. So,
back home. It's only the minor subject, but the full major and some minors, I did all.
so you had to learn the language.
Yeah.
So how easy was it for you to like learn? Is it Tagalog, Ilocano? Like how many dialects can you speak living in Pangasinan?
Yeah, actually, it was lately I knew that there is a difference between Ilocano and the Tagalog. Because I was trying to learn the Tagalog, I never knew there is another one called
Ilocano.
Ilocano or Pangasinan, the
No.
Pangasinan. So what I did was I made friends. I have some friends, Filipino friends, classmates. So we were very close that some of them will say, teach me English, I teach you Tagalog.
Tagalog. Oh.
So we were like that. And sometimes they come to my place. Sometimes I go to their place. We have outings. It's all Tagalog, English, like that. So I just became like part of them. The only difference is my color. So I just decided to be speaking it anyhow. Even if I make mistake, it's okay. I
They will
have told
correct
them
you.
also that since I don't know, if I say the wrong one, correct me. So from there, I began to learn. The easiest way to learn this Tagalog is to speak it. Even if you are wrong, say it like that. They will correct it. Then you learn that one.
Yeah.
But if you are waiting when you learn, then you start
Start
speaking. It's
speaking
very
it.
difficult. And I will not forget also that I got a book. Though I did not attend Tagalog class lecture, no, I got a book. So that book helped me also. Some words I used to translate it, and then try to
Write it
manage the
down.
words for Tagalog. So I had time in the Pangasinan. Speaking Pangasinan, that is a Lucano, it was really difficult because they use nose to talk that one. So I was really having difficult, but I can understand a little of that. For example, if they want to say kain tayo in Tagalog, That they will tell you mangantila, mangantayo.
Mm.
It sounds very close. That is, let us eat.
It's
Uh-huh.
Kain tayo is Tagalog.
Kain tayo is Tagalog.
Then
Mangan tayo, mangan
okay.
is Pangasinan. Or you can.
So
Or they will say mangantila.
me myself, I'm a student of the school you graduated from,
Yeah.
and every time I will have like difficulties in school as a fourth year student, they will always refer me to you like, oh, you can do it because you did it. How were you able to pave way? Because for the teachers, what they know is that you are the first person to like graduate as a Nigerian. I'm not saying in the whole school, but like in college
Okay,
of
College of Nursing. Yes,
nursing,
that's true.
you are the first person. So be like, he's still around. You can ask him, how were you able to establish relationship with the teachers to the point that it's been maybe 6, 7, almost 8 years now that you've left the system, but they can recall your name. Like at every point, they'll like pinpoint me to you. Like, okay, you can ask your pastor in church like that. So, how were you able to establish a good relationship with these people, with the people?
Okay. Initially, I was angry with them because it's like I later knew that I was trying to force a fish to climb the palm tree and judge the fish inability to climb. But later I understood that these people cannot learn this thing overnight. So I just need to adjust. And I began to create a kind of relationship like whenever they say do this, I will do. Even the one I did not understand, I will ask. So I sometimes I will go to them also, and sometimes when they have question also to ask, I will not be attacking them. I just became like one of them. Anything they ask, we will just do like that. Then, and I can also say one of the other reason is I was not the least in the class. If you really want Filipinos to see you as somebody, make sure you are not the least. Make sure you are doing your work. You are burning your candle. You are studying well. When the grade comes out, they can see that
On the
you
top
are on
list.
the top. But if you are down there, like I have one classmate who happened to be a Pakistani. He was like an outcast
Oh,
because he wasn't really doing well. And I pity him also. He doesn't even want to speak Tagalog. He don't want to learn. So he was really having a hard time. What I usually do is, because if he come in the class, he will just cross his leg like this. And he will not, even if you ask him from now to tomorrow, he doesn't
you
mind.
don't want to learn.
So, and we were living very close. So every time, like twice or thrice in a week, I will bring him up to my place. I go to his house. I will have to
Guide him
review
with
with
him.
him. So, for example, sometimes if I am not ready for exam, he will not take that exam. It was like that to that bad. So, these instructors, even in the class, they ask me question. At least I try to attempt the question. Even if I am wrong, at least they can correct me. But the relationship there, they were also surprised to notice that I am a pastor. So that
Oh,
is another thing that added that closeness.
to them.
And when it comes to Expo and all that, in fact, they were looking at me as someone who should show integrity. I should be an example. Being a minister of the gospel, there should be different.
Yes.
So as
You have to set the
yeah,
standard very high.
I really have to step up. I did a lot of kind of study. The funniest thing is I didn't have foundation in science.
Wow.
That is the funniest part of it. I did my secondary school as art student.
Oh. And now you have BSN in nursing and you have masters, PhD, possibly. I don't know. Maybe you tell us.
So I didn't have foundation of science also. So, but I have to humble myself. Just like what the Bible said, he that if you humble yourself, you will be
Exalted.
lifted up or exalted, but he that exalted himself will be abased. So I have to humble myself to learn, even from the grassroots. I attended physics class, chemistry. I did all those sciences. I don't know how. I can say also, really, God helped me.
Yeah.
God help me because I don't have foundation. I was eh, doing this plus and minus and everything, calculating this. I was in it, doing it. And to God be the glory. I passed all those things and then move forward. So, just like you mentioned, I finished my BS here. Then, but the other side, I have another BS in biblical studies that time. That's
Period
time
of
period
time.
of graduation. Yes, 2020, 2013 that time.
So you did
Um,
2 degree at a
at the
time.
time, yes. Before I now, though I did my master's there also in Lyceum, then I went to Manila to do my PhD. Though I also have in the ministerial aspect, there are many degrees. There are no
Yeah.
need to mention them.
At what point did you decide that Philippines is like a place you want to settle? Because you've been here for over 10 years, right? If I'm right.
It's more than that. You know, that early time, I was actually thinking of going back. And when I saw that UD, at least I have someone we can speak our language, not only broken, because he happened to be from my tribe also.
Okay.
So from there, we found some people that came, like somebody like Mike. Them they came from Baguio. So we were having a small community like that. So
Okay.
from there, we started learning how to bring people. And that happened to be my prayer also because before I was alone, even you go around, you just see only you, like it's obvious. So as people began to come in, we bring people and others, people began to troop in. So I noticed also that I think in the area of ministerial, that we need something spiritual to keep us. Otherwise, people can just be those that came as sound Christian. They might, if they don't have
Deviate.
any place. So and after because we were somewhere before in AG, so but it pleased God that there comes a time that we have to like separate me, Paul and Barnabas. Of course, we started from there, and I also got the ministration and the leading that you can't just leave these people like that and abandon them and find your way. So it stems from it starts from the fact that I have a passion,
To guide us, people like
guide
us.
the people, and then instill in them discipline and that of godliness inside them. And many in that also we have trained many pastors and doctors that are with us. They graduated and they left. Some we have pastors now also who are doctors with us now.
Wow.
So some of them we travel, some we still come
Come
back,
back.
and the ministry is moving by His grace.
You were led to be like a father figure for people like us, because if you keep bringing people in, there should be one person who could like stand in gap when there are situation. And obviously, with what I've noticed, you've been playing that role as father. How were you able to establish that relationship with the people? I'm not saying school now, like the outside world, whereby you could stand for a Nigerian in the group, and if the person needs help, they could get that help. Let's say maybe a Nigeria gets into trouble, and when you step in, proper investigation is being done to find out that if the Nigeria is wrong or right. How were you able to establish that?
Thank you for that. The truth is, if you don't know Tagalog, it's really hard to have a closer ties with the people, with the indigenous, the Filipinos. So most times our people will have issues or problem. The Filipino authorities will find it difficult to talk straight in English, so they will look for me. So that also created an avenue. And not only looking for me, we have done so many things also with these authorities. So it became obvious that for them to have a smooth running in their activities with handling the foreigners, because most times some of our people enter into trouble. So it's from there. Then it is this person tell this person tell this person. If we help you, it's not to blow trumpet, because there are evidences of things that happen, and I wasn't really interested about what to get from doing all that. I was just like serving the people, and as a person also, I hate injustice. No matter whom the person is, I can give you respect, but not to be afraid of you, as long as I didn't do anything wrong. So since I hate injustice, if I remember, there are people, some of our people, they were being arrested or told that they raped somebody, something like that, which I personally intervene in those kind of issues, and I found out that the person actually did not rape, that it is the Filipina who was trying to extort money from that person. Because it happened to me, I have to be sincere to you. That is also something that gave me the courage that our people might also be victimized this way. Ehen. Because you know the funny thing, I have maybe you have not heard this one. I have to say it. Around 2010 or thereabout, because I and my landlady, their family, we are like a family. So because I have this upbringing at home to clean the surroundings, every early morning is what I do at home. So I started doing it there also.
Yeah,
It's
since
not that I was acting like a maid, but I like a clean environment. So I used to clean the flowers. I used to cut. I used to every morning like that. Or if it's not cleaning, I have to put water and
water.
water the flowers, the plants. So one day, one lady just passed. I thought it's the family members. I never knew it's not. So that person went straight to my apartment. My apartment was open then. She went there and took my wallet, took my phone, took my uh, coin. There is this coin, small coin bag.
Send. Okay, okay, your bag.
The small one. She took it. I never knew, but it didn't take time. The lady went off again. So I went back. I was thinking, how these people are not yet awake, but where did she go? So my mind told me, go and check your phone. So I went there. I didn't see the phone. That was it. I rushed the
To
lady.
her.
Yes. And she already I saw her entering the jeepney. So I have to jump into the jeepney and drag her out from the jeepney. Yeah. So I was asking, she was calling me Bastos. I didn't know what was Bastos then. Like Bastos is like immoral kind of word. So I asked her about this. She was saying no, that she didn't collect anything from me. And funniest part is I took her bag and poured it on the ground. So those tricycle people were laughing at us. Mhm. So I saw my coin
Bag.
there. I was asking her, where is my wallet? Where is my phone? She said she did not see anything. I said, okay, we have to go to my place. To cut it short, I found the phone. She put it here. Then I really have to slap her. I never knew you can. I didn't know you can beat
Women.
females. Yeah. So suddenly police appeared. I don't know where they came from, because my landlady was telling me that time, don't do it. I should leave. So police came. They took me to the station. That is, I can say that is one of the things also that made police to know me. So that time, they were asking me, why did you beat the Filipina? Don't you know it's a crime? You will go to jail. This I said, oh. She stole my money. She said, no, no, no. The girl said, no, that she is my girlfriend. That is how she. Then suddenly she brought her pants, and wet bra. She brought, how come? She said that I pursue her from the house, and then I beat her up also. My goodness. Well, how can I
How do you get out of this
how
problem?
can I get out of this problem? It was a big mess. So I don't know the wisdom of God came. I told them, okay, because they were saying I should go inside this and that, that I beat the girl. I did this. I said, okay. If I say what, ask you now to tell her what is my name, that she should say what is my name, she might say that I changed the name.
Okay.
But if she happened to be my girlfriend, for example, I think we must
Have
have a chat,
pictures or picture
or at least chat, when she is coming or
when she
whatever, or how are you? Fine. Have you eaten the normal or not? Tell her to produce my phone number. If she produce my phone number, I will go inside the gym. They ask her, oh, Sigi, you bring them. She could not bring anything. That is when they push her and push and ask me, do you want to file a case or you want to go? I said, please, let
you
her
want to
go.
go.
So that taught me a lesson that some of our people might be
People
victimized
might
also wrongly when you meet some of these criminal elements or some people who, because of one reason or the other. I also met some, just a minor thing that one of our brother did. They have to arrest him. They were calling it that is kidnapping. Yeah, we have a case of kidnapping here, but by the grace of God, we were able to sort that out. Another rape, there are a lot of cases.
cases.
So those things exposed me to different
So that
things.
was how you were able to establish like trust between you and like the authorities, and you
Yeah,
could stand for people.
yes, yes. I can say, but I don't know for them, but this are the experiences I can say that I have.
So what are your favorite Filipino food, and do you eat?
Oh, syempre naman. Mm. I eat, I can say almost all the food except balut.
So living in the Philippines for the past 10 years, like you said, you have encountered a lot of things. Do you think Philippines changed you in any way? Coming from Africa where or from Nigeria where we are coming from. Did anything change about you over time?
Yeah, I can say some things change because I have learned from this place that at least these people, their system, how they approach issues is quite different. You know, in our place, we have this system of jungle justice type. Once you are accused, you are wrong, even without checking anything or finding out you are. But here,
Prosecuted.
yeah, they taught me patience. They can take time to investigate a matter, to take time and until interrogate it until
Proven
the
guilty.
person is being. But that type of way we used to do things is not the same here. Another side I can say is that Philippines have taught me patience. In a way, for example, in driving, example, if you have used a car in a place like Lagos, when we do bumper to bumper,
Mm.
it's different here.
Yeah, you really see situations
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
really different here. You have to, if people want, somebody want to pass at the zebra crossing, you have to wait. You don't have to move. You have to wait for the person to pass. But in Nigeria, we
People will
don't know
be
what is
can be
zebra.
like this.
We don't know what is zebra crossing. If you put your leg there, we cut you and tell you whether your father is the owner of the road. Uh-huh. And Philippines also, I can say, it widened my horizon, like to think more outside the box.
Box.
There are many other ways I can say also that I have improved in my mental acumen and how I handle things now, unlike before. Like I mentioned, patience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that day you weren't patient enough to ask questions. You just
yeah, yeah. I've learned how to be patient with people, also
yeah.
with dealing with human being. It's not easy, and handling some issues with people. You have to really be patient with people.
Say
Somebody
if
has
somebody wants to come to the Philippines, what advice can you give them from your own experience? Why we round up?
okay. Before you come, before somebody can come to the Philippines, I want the person to not just do research online. The person should find out somebody, not one person, at least one or two or three. Make research, ask questions,
Mm.
because most of the things you see online is not. Sometimes there will, some people also will discourage you. I mean, asking questions are those that are here, not
Yeah.
those that are in Nigeria or also. Those that are here, they should explain how is this place. And because recently we have been hearing, no, Philippines is a poor country, Philippines is a bad place, and they don't have anything. You go there, you like that and like that. Philippines is a good country. I tell you the truth, in Christ I lie not. For example, in schooling, academic work, if you go to Nigeria for our schooling system, if you are studying a course of or a program of 5 years, you can spend 10 years.
And you are
You
not
are not
done.
even graduated. You are not even sure. Because of strike and all the wahala.
You only know your starting date, but you
But
don't
you don't know
know
when
your
you are going to
end
finish.
date. Yeah.
So if you come here, you have already staged how long you will
You stay.
stay and finish.
Mm.
Their calendar is like that. It will not
It will
change.
not change no matter
So
what.
they are working towards that. The time of closing school, for example, summer, it must be that same
Summer.
time next year.
Even
Nothing
if
like
you're not
strike, because
finished.
there is competition here also.
Yeah.
So that is the area of schooling. How about the let's say how to live here? Why I said you should ask question. You need to ask because food here is just similar like what is in Nigeria. If you check the amount you can spend in taking care of yourself and feeding,
Mm-mm.
uh, it's just similar. There is
Yeah.
nothing, and their food also is something you can manage.
Yeah.
It's something you can manage. I tell you, it's not eating some of the things that we have never seen before, like all those. Let me not mention the name of the country. So, if people are surviving in those places, how much more here? Then I can also tell you that somebody who want to come to this place also to make sure you have a source of sustenance at home.
Yeah. As a student,
Very, very important as a student.
very important.
Because if you don't have it, you will have hard time here. Why? Because to get a job here, you must have your license. If there is any job, you must have license and their own license, which imperatively, they will value their people first before
Before.
you. So how can you have such job if you want to stay here without license? It's not that easy. And also, next part of it is um, you don't unless you know the reason why you are coming here. You don't just come to, like, I just want to go to this country and because they told me or I heard or I researched I am going to have a job, I want to work this and what that. When you reach here, it will be
Obviously.
obviously wrong that this thing is not true.
Mm.
You will not see any work
Yeah.
to work.
Mm.
But Philippine, you can get any level certificate.
Get
Is easy
every.
to get
Yeah.
and help you in any place you
You
want to go.
intend to go to
Business wise, also, there are some things somebody can bring from Nigeria
and sell.
and sell here and make his or her money. Another thing also, when, for example, those that do hair, especially for women, we have many ladies here. You take care of their hair and they will pay
Pay
you,
you
or you cut hair, they will pay you. Somebody should learn something, some skills.
before you come.
Very important also. There are many I can also mention just because of time.
Yeah,
I may not be able
it's
to.
almost an hour already.
Oh, really?
Yes. So thank you, sir, for sharing all this knowledge with us. I'm super, super grateful for you honoring the invitation. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, bye.